going to school at RIT for the same thing. And at RIT, there's a lot of sort of hype about everyone who goes there. They're like, oh, we're going to be graduated, become big film directors and move to Hollywood and direct Hollywood films immediately, right? When, you know, the other half of us are incredibly cynical and just like, oh, we're going to graduate and be production assistants, which is the lowest level. Like, for any of you who don't know, it's stereotypically the role that is joked about bringing coffee to the producer on set. The triumph in this story is that I got a job last week on a commercial thing, but that's not what the story's about. It's about this man who I met on the commercial, the producer, as it so happens, who was flown in from LA, and he was very British. So that was great because this guy is the guy who's talking the most on set. So we all just get to listen to this guy be like, all right, come over here, and we're going to set up the shot, and we're just going to take the shot really nice and all that, and other Britishy things. And so this is great, this is already wonderful. And I was given the role of driving the production truck to set, so I thought I was cool. Because the production truck has tables and chairs and stuff that we can set up for people to work on. So that's obviously a great non-lowly form of job. And so I'm all excited about this, running around setting up the tables and chairs for everyone, thinking I'm super cool. And one of the things I've always wanted to do on set was actually get coffee for someone, because I'd been doing, sets, jobs here and there, and no one had ever asked me to get coffee for them. And I just thought that was funny, because it was always the biggest stereotype that was hit upon, and I'd never been asked this menial task of me. And so, as I'm running around feeling all important, I even had a radio with an earpiece, so I could talk to all the other lowly PAs on set. And the AD calls me over and he's like, "Hey Shawn, come over here, mate. Could you go and get me a cup of tea?" I'm like, tea? But I want to get somebody coffee. You're ruining my dream, man. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, sure. So I run downstairs, and I've never drank tea in my life, except for Dunkin' Donuts tea, which for anyone who drinks tea, hate on me all you want. But so I run downstairs to where all the food is, and I try and prepare this tea for him. And he's very specific. He's like, "All right, Mike, you gotta use this specific cup. I won't drink out of styrofoam. I gotta drink out of this ceramic cup that I bring with me to every set I've been on. And you gotta put the water in about this high, and you gotta steep. Yeah, thank you guys. That's interaction. You gotta steep the tea for exactly 2 minutes." So I pull out my stopwatch and I'm like, stop timing it for exactly 2 minutes. And he's like, "All right," and then you gotta fill it up exactly a pinky's width of milk, of 2% milk specifically, and not more and not less. And I'm like, all right, great. This tea thing is so complicated. And so I'm sitting down there making this tea, and I get the water from they got this hot pad with a water thing on it. And I come and I pour the tea, and everything's timed out perfectly. I'm like, all right, great, I succeeded. I'm going to be the best PA, because I'm going to deliver this tea to this British guy. And I deliver it to him, and he's like, "All right, mate, why don't you stick your finger in that?" And I'm like, "But then you can't drink it." Because my finger will have been in it, and it's dirty from touching all the tables and chairs that I so rigorously set up for you. And he's like, no, I'm not going to be drinking it. Just put your finger in it. And I'm like, so I put my finger in, and it's the coldest tea that anyone's ever felt. And I was like, damn it, I thought I grabbed the hot water. And I was like, sorry, I'll run back downstairs and I'll do it again. So I do this whole process again, 2 minutes steeping, pinky's width of milk and all that. And this time I make sure the water, I talk to the food people, and the water is boiling this time. I see it physically, the bubbles are coming out, there's steam and everything. I'm like, all right, this is definitely hot. So I pour it in, I put the milk in, I put everything in exactly as he asked, and I run it back up. And he's like, "Mate, do you know what hot tea is?" And I'm like, "This is hot. The water was boiling." He's like, no, feel this. This is not hot." And I'm like, what? And so later on, so he eventually drank it, and later on during the set, I see him, and I just explained. I was like, "Listen, there was this boiling water. I poured it in. you know, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Like, it was as hot as it possibly could be. It was bubbling and steaming. And he's like, oh, you fucking stupid Americans. So later on in the set, I see him drinking this tea that's steaming hot that he made himself, and I was just like, I don't understand. So as we were leaving set and as it was getting all wrapped up, I made a promise to him. I said, sir, the next time I see you, I am going to make you the perfect cup of steaming hot tea. And this story is to be continued because